Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the left to edit league settings and it's week 2 of the 2024 season, and we'll see Jordan Love. He's not afraid to throw it. Second in the NFL in touchdowns. It's the Packers and the Colts, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome to Week 2, everybody. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here with you. Really happy you could join us in a game that's already an early must-win for both of these teams, Brock. They were each losers back in Week 1.
It's only 2 weeks, Kate, of a 17-game season, and people I know out there are going, come on, a must-win right now. But the percentage of teams all-time who make the playoffs after an 0-2 start, it's right around 10%, so you are spot on once again. Not impossible to do, but your season outlook's a whole lot better if you're...
Neither team got the start to the season that they wanted. Let's see who can right the ship as Week 2 gets underway. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick, who unfortunately had that rookie season cut short at just 4 games. Good to have him back from Florida, Anthony Richardson.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that when Anthony Richardson came out of the draft out of Florida, he was the greatest all-around athlete we'd ever seen at quarterback. 240 pounds, running 4.4, jumping 40 inches. He was the envy of defensive ends and linebackers that couldn't put up those numbers. Now, it's taken all those athletic traits and squeezing them into the quarterback position, maximizing all that physical talent to become the superstar he can be.
And he'll get it up to the 44. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
They send a receiver in motion right. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. We'll have him gain about a handful there. It was Preston Smith with the stop. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now Richardson to throw. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. We've got a stoppage now for an injured wide receiver. That's Michael Pittman, who they're out attending to after the play. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he's taken down at the 30. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. What we're seeing now, Brock, they've had some pretty crummy luck, some poor fortune in keeping guys healthy during the early goings of this season.
And this is where focus and attitude is oh so critical. They're rallying around those guys who were hurt and trying to play winning football. So when those players start to come back, Kate, they could jump right back in and really add this depth and be a better team and maybe, just maybe, make a playoff push.
Now their opening drive's certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. On 1st down, it's Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Extra point converted by Gay. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers out to determine how severe this may be. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That's complete to Reed, out left. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He stopped at the 17. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain on the play, and that brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
4th and 3, drive on the line. They'll run for it, Jacobs. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They'll run, Jacobs. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
He's on the move. He's running for it. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. at this, another option play to the left. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Finds Woods. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. It was Preston Smith with the stop. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. So no return on that punt. And the Packers will take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They stick with Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Shotgun now for Love. Into traffic, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Handoff here to Jacobs. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Like so many before him, he's brought down by DeForest Buckner. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Slot man motioned over. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Love out of the shotgun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. No return on that punt. And the Colts will take over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. It's an option left. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. Straight ahead with Taylor. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. 1st down from the red zone. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Richardson now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter one. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for the second quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points. Richardson on third. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and long. Here's Matt Gay for the Colts field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Nixon now to return it. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Out now runs the Packer offense. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Love from the gun. Able to get it to Reed. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Play made by E.J. Speed. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So 3rd down becomes much tougher for him as 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and a much more difficult 6. The penalty makes this a 3rd and 6. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Hits him on the out route. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Colts ready to take the field. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Getting out to his left. Now he takes it. He's out in the clear. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
3 yards there and enough to move the chains. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Bails out, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs, but not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Another punt coming up for Rigoberto Sanchez. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. This is on target to Christian Watson. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by Julian Blackman. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Picks the handoff, now Love. Dumps it off to his running back. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Brought down by Julian Blackman. Short yardage situation here, it's 3rd and 2. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
The Packers send out their punting unit. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And it gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. 58 yards on the punt there. And they're going to take over possession. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
Packers putting 6 defensive backs out there, defending pass on this 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Well, the field opened up, and he simply takes off. Even in today's NFL, where dual-threat quarterbacks are everywhere, it's not often a guy can rip off a run like that.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Taylor. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 down.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Colts take a 13-point lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
Gay with the point after. And the Colts double their lead to 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Nixon now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Jacobs running behind center. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Play made by E.J. Speed. We've got whistles after the play as we have somebody shaken up, and that's Luke Musgrave in need of some attention out there. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Love finds his man. It's Kraft. It's a 21-yard gain, and it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Running on first here with Jacobs. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Quiddy Pay there to take him down. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 41. Vacates quick, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This defense just coming to life before our eyes, Kate, taking advantage of the situation they're in. You just feel their creativity, right? When you get a lead like this, it just allows you to be a little looser, to play a little bit faster, and to continue to make an impact that time with a sack. Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The Colts and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. And while they've worried about his arm a little bit early, he's been happy to get some yards on the ground, looking like an effective dual threat thus far. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. It was Preston Smith with the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 21. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 48. Dump off caught by his back. Oh, stiff arm. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st down throw here from Richardson. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
He completes it in traffic. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now throw again, Richardson. Complete out to the right. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. He's got it. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Nixon now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. This one taken in by Kraft. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Shotgun now for Love. This is reeled in by Reed. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Love to throw again. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Love out of the shotgun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. The Packers are going to turn to their kicker, Anders Carlson, for the field goal try. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
One last play before the break. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. We've reached halftime. The Colts on the road and enjoying a nice little lead here. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And at the half, they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. The Patriots seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And at the half, they trail the visiting Jets in that ball game. Garrett Wilson, a touchdown catch from Aaron Rodgers. We saw former rushing champ Jonathan Taylor be a big-time factor in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Nixon now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Love now to throw. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Love. That's Reed on a slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Taken in by Dobbs. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down Packers. New set of downs for him from the 46. Thrown on 1st down, Love. Reed's got it. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one, and then brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last 2nd attempt to get rid of it.
Completes this one to Kraft. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did. He's happy to bring them 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Colts ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He beams one deep right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw, here's Richardson. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. The Packers all set to get back out there. Well, they've run into the wall quite a few times, Brock, and like walls tend to do, it hasn't moved. No luck in getting the ground game established. Probably part of the reason why this offense is still searching for its first touchdown.
What's that quote you learned at Cal? About insanity?
Which one? There's so many.
Doing the same thing over and over, but expecting different results. They've tried.
That's the one.
I mean, bless their hearts. They've tried to pound the football on the ground, but the results haven't changed. This front stops them every time, and it sure kept a lot of points off the board.
I see you, partner. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff, now Love. Able to get it to Reed. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And he just keeps on catching passes here in the 2nd half. It seems like we're going to remember his work there from this game more than what he's done from the backfield. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
He takes off left on this 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. To the right and reeled in by Downs. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They put Downs in motion right. Taylor now up the middle. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs, against the better defenses in this league.
Finds his man Downs. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll run here following the penalty. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. Richardson. A quick slant into the hands of Downs. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing now, Richardson. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This one finds Taylor. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 4. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. From the gun, Taylor. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Taylor goes up and over for the touchdown. The Colts stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Jacobs gets it on the draw. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Love from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
That's caught for the 1st. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
It was there, he just couldn't corral it. So it's 2nd down coming up. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throwing, Love. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Punting unit out now. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought down by Quay Walker. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 24. He finds Woods. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts. To throw, Richardson. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
And he'll get it up to the 44. So we're through 3 here. The Colts have possession to start the 4th. This one looking pretty well decided already. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Taylor. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. This time it's a passing play. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let him. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack. Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. The offense headed back to the field. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. First down throw, here's Love. Watson with the catch. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Love out of the shotgun. He's got Watson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Shotgun now for Love. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
2nd and 4. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. To the air with Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here's Love to throw. Toward the sideline and caught by Reed. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Love to throw again. That's Reed on the slant. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Second and 3 now. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. This one's caught. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Love looking to pass. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Here's Love. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers injured on that play and is being tended to. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Love. He's up, and he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. Jordan Love, the touchdown. Well, Brock, not the way I imagined it was designed there on 4th and goal, but I don't think these coaches cared how he got the job done. Just make sure you get in for 6.
Yeah, really just 2 options here as the game speeds up down there, right? Find a throwing lane and execute quickly, or you better escape and make it happen with your legs. He didn't get the throwing lane, the coverage he wanted, so a great decision. You cannot hesitate. You got to go for it, and he sure did, and use that athleticism for 6.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. On target to his man Taylor. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They'll throw again. Richardson has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Packers and receiver Jaden Reed set to take over once again. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They send the tight end in motion. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Complete beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Love from the gun. This one falls incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Love now to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Desperation time here on 4th. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Nice cut back to the right sideline. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
1st down throw here from Richardson. This throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another kid at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Flushed out of the... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Gay for the Colts field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Short pass brought in. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st and 10, here's Love. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Love out of the shotgun. This is reeled in by Reed. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Love on 3rd and short. That's caught for the 1st. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. Thrown on 1st down, Love. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
Cut by Jacobs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
That one splits the uprights, and the Packers cut the lead down to 10. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And that's covered up by the Colts. And that should be our final highlight from this one. Well, even with that kick, wasn't much chance of pulling off the late comeback. And now that they've failed to recover, partner, I think we can take the fork out and you know where to put it.
Yeah, they went out swinging. They did everything that they could do, but it just shows you in the NFL, premium for possessions. And when you stall out early and you dig yourself this kind of hole, awfully hard to come back and win.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Green Bay.